Hey, Mimi, can you hear me? Hopefully everything is all right. All right, so hopefully no problems. Last week, after I could not get in, my computer, I don't know what happened, but I ended up having to not only defrag, but I did some recovery, uninstall, install. It took forever. It wasn't, you okay? Okay. It wasn't ready the next day. I thought it was done. My laptop I had special built a few years ago. It's about 2 years old, maybe 2.5 years old. And I had a special built. It's a Dell. And lo and behold, I go check because I got the 2 year warranty. So I go to check my warranty, like, this is it. I'm just done, and the warranty had just expired on the 20th. So I'm 3 weeks outside, and I was tick, 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 tick. Anyway, this is root beer. Anyway, hopefully I'm back up. I did a couple of test runs, and I didn't have any issues. So hopefully I won't be having any. So I wanted to kind of get in. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm going to make the official announcement. There is another diamond painting marathon that's coming the end of this month. Yay! Which is the 28th. Let me check the calendar so I can give you the actual dates. I don't want to miss out. It is going to be Saturday the 27th and Sunday the 28th of July. How the diamond painting marathons work, usually it'll be a group of YouTube creators, and we'll go in 2 hour shifts, except somewhere around like noon time. I think because of like time change and things, there's 1 or 2 slots that only run for like a 1 hour time frame. Anyway, we usually go on Sunday. That's the day that we diamond paint anyway, so it doesn't, impact anything. Our first time, I think we went later in the evening. We were like second or third to last. The last time, you guys know, was Cinco de Mayo. We kind of kicked off Cinco de Mayo. We had little festivities, little spirits. Well, I did. Justin was still in the bed. So I definitely, enjoyed myself and things like that. So this time around, obviously, we, it'll be summertime. We're going to try and get the message out. I'm going to hope to, spearhead a lot of different people coming in. I like that you guys were so excited about the acrylic pen that we offered in our giveaway. And so, we may be coming up with another giveaway to kick the end of summer off for, another acrylic pen of sorts. So we'll definitely see. Other than that, Justin has another pen. Show off your, this is Justin's third pen. This is angled a little bit differently, so I'm going to show you guys. I don't know if you can see them. I'm going to bring them in. I know I showed you guys, this is called the Blue Pineapple. And if you'll notice that there are like little divots, well, not divots, but rounded bumps or something. They call them bumps. This is a bump. This middle section is a bump, and this is a bump. This would be what they call a 3 bump. So I prefer this. We call it a traditional, and it's because I use the one, and then I used a multi-placer side, so I'm constantly flipping between them. Hi, Shelly. How are you doing? Hi, Doc Amber. How are you? I'm here, sweethearts. Just working and lurking, listening only. Can't watch chat. She said very pretty. That's Amber. She said hi, Justin. That's okay, Amber. Just keep an eye out and listen. So this one right here, it's only a 2 bump. So you have the bump right here, and then obviously this tapers down. So they have different designs when it comes to the diamond painting and acrylic pens, because they want to match everyone's comfort and things like that. So for me, I know if you've watched any of my prior videos where I've shown the acrylic pens, I use them because I have arthritis forming in my fingers, and they cramp up really easily, and use of the acrylic pens has definitely eased a lot of my pain. Justin, on the other hand, does not have arthritis, so he uses them more for comfort, better grip, and things. And so this pen right here, something different that Sadie had done, she was starting to kind of focus a little bit more on just different comfort pieces, and he wanted to try that. So this right here makes his, how many do you have, 3 or 4? I think he has 3 pens, and this one right here is his go-to, and this is an easier grip for him. So we do continue trying to be able to. I think that right now we are painting more than we ever have, and because we're painting more than we ever have, it definitely is a great idea to really focus on comfort and things like that. So some of the stuff that I wanted to talk to you guys about today is I have 2 acrylics now. Love them both. Exactly, Amber. So for me, I use them for a couple of different things. Obviously, mood. I like my mood to be depicted. Some of them are a little bit thicker than others. I don't know if you guys seen this, if I ever showed it. This is what is known as a pocket pile. And they're little. They were designed to be able to travel with your diamond painting pens. And obviously these are a little more compact. The good news about these is when I was doing NOLA, the larger diamond painting, and I needed to paint further away, this added more comfort. It did not, because I was coming up from here to diamond paint, it, gave my arm a lot of tension, and I would feel like I was working out with the weight and stuff. It's smaller, it's down here, so I'm able to really just kind of keep my hand in the same position while I paint. Even when I'm flipping from 1 to 3, or if I put a different multi-placer on it, it was still more comfortable angle when I'm working further away. Even though my desk tilts, I don't have I have a light that clamps on, but it's so low that it doesn't come up high enough to still, concentrate light from the top onto my painting. So I don't use my desk in a tilting motion. I know that there are a couple of YouTube creators, they have the same type of desk, and they're able to, and it looks so comfortable. And I would love to be able to do it, but I probably would be at this angle then, like I'm throwing darts. So I don't know. For me, I don't know how comfortable I'd be. I probably would have to get a chair that adjusts up and down. I'm in a real comfortable office chair. I got a little bit, a lot more comfortable a chair because I got extra weight, a little more cushion behind me. So for me, I do work with my desk down. I don't often put it up. The few times I have worked with it in a raised position, it wasn't because of like lighting or anything like that. I was trying to like unroll or flatten or something to that effect. So those are, just a couple of tips and things like that we have on the acrylic pens, and, the use and comfort of them. Something else that I wanted to kind of go over, and I know that you guys have seen this before. I just got one. It came in with my Huracan purchase. I had purchased from the new AliExpress sale, and Justin and I got like 16 paintings. We got a ton of paintings. So hopefully I'll do like a whip and chat video where I go over them. But if you guys will notice, this right here is a 4-placer. Let's see if my camera will focus in on it. Probably not. Well, it's not. It's still looking at Justin. Anyway, this is a 4-placer. And what I like about the 4-placer is not only is it thinner, and it just works so much faster when it came to using square diamonds. Um, it's thinner also. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm trying to show you. This right here is so kind of wide and fat. The length of it, the length is a little bit longer on the four placer, but this is just so fat around, I don't know if you can see it. I use a four placer all the time. Yeah, Mimi, I'm telling you, I'm about to order up some of these. Not only did I find it easier to work with than the three placer, you can see it really good at this angle right here. And it has wax in it, so you can tell that the three placer is wider. I love my thin four placers, Tia. They're exactly, Amber. So I will show you the one that I've been working on. The only difference that I see in these two is, I'm trying to get in closer and hoping it will focus. I wish this was my phone. But the four placer I notice is like around the edge. I'm working on a round right now instead of a square. When I first started using my four placer, I was working on a square. But the round I feel is like, maybe, I don't know if I'm pressing too hard, but I feel like it is, I can see like where the diamonds sit into the four place. I can see it a lot. Just the observation that I've noticed, but I really do like working with my four placer. I like it a lot. It's thinner. I had been using, if you guys will notice, one of the pins is thinner than the other. So this pin is definitely thinner than this one. And what I've been doing is, when I got tight and was closing in on an area and finishing an area out, I would move from a fatter acrylic pin to a thinner acrylic pin. And I have two of them. And these two are thinner than the rest of mine. They still have the small traditional 3 bumps on them, but these two right here are thinner than my regular acrylic pins. So I noticed that I would reach for these when I was closing out an area, and I would do that so that there was, I don't know, the mindset behind it is that, I'm getting into a smaller place. Obviously, I just need a thinner spot here, not really up here in this atmosphere. But that was my mindset and things like that. When I started working with the four placer, because of how thin they are, and I haven't really been switching out my acrylic pen. Whatever I start with for that day, I can put the four placer on there and simply work with whichever acrylic pen I choose to work on. So I really do like that about them. I got these in a Huacan painting that I just received, and I'm sure I'll find a way to do a video. And it also came with this 10 placer, and this is thin as well. So I'll be trying. I've never used a 10 placer. The most I've ever worked with comfortably is a 6 placer, and I do use the 6 placer often. I tried the 9 placer because you can get those rather frequently and often as well. But I'm not, it just goes off any direction. It veers. And so because I haven't put a lot of effort into it, I have done Tinkerbell and Paris paintings from you. Oh, you did them? Oh, you done? Oh, well, the Paris painting, Mimi, I'm telling you right now, the Paris painting was coming to whoever got the partial regardless. When I opened it, well, how long did that take you? 10 minutes, 5 minutes? I'm sure that Paris painting, it was a beautiful picture. And I think that's why I was so upset, because I ordered what I thought was a full drill. So when it came in, I was upset. And the Tinkerbell took that long? Oh, okay, I thought it would have been a 5-minute. I literally was upset when I opened that Paris painting. And then Tinkerbell I loved. Tinkerbell's sizing was off. So I ordered these off of eBay. And I've gotten quite a few paintings.
She didn't get the look that I got.
She didn't get, yeah. Justin orders from eBay, and the paintings he orders, they come in the correct size. The sizing is not off. And when they tell you about the size, it usually is for the drilling area, which is the area that you put the diamonds on. Maybe I was just too eager. I'm not sure. But I normally try and at least read in the description box where it says full drill. And so I definitely was sure it said. It was, but oh, you were watching TV. Okay. So yeah, I looked at that and was like, this will be done in 5 minutes. I still wanted to include it. And it's a gorgeous painting. I have a partial that I did for my aunt. She's getting married, but it was in all of the electric diamonds, which are like the crystallized diamond looking rhinestone type diamonds. And it sparkles. I mean, it sparkles a lot. And so I'm going to have that framed, and I'm giving that to her as a wedding gift. Even though it's a partial, it was a substantial enough partial, and the painting is like lovebirds and swans, and they're in the water. So, and it's a big one. So I figured that one I would do, and I would make it as a gift. And so that's the only partial that I really thought that I could, do and be satisfied with. And, I know like Diamond Dots has some partials and things like that. And I see them and I'm like, oh, that one's not too bad. But yeah, I really was upset. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. How was Tinkerbell? Did you like how that came out? Does it look pixelated? Because that one right there was supposed to be a 30 by 40. And that looks like a 20 by 25 or 25 by 25. It definitely looks a lot smaller than it was advertised for. So how's everybody doing? I got 4 people in tonight. Hi, Blonde Noir. Hey, Miss Crazy. Good to see you. I see you are doing, Miss. I certainly am. This is going to be a birthday gift for my sister. She lives in Ohio. She lives in Columbus. And Justin is actually working on a birthday gift for her also. You're doing a large DAC next then. The last one you said, Tinkerbell. It's pixelated. Okay, I figured it was, Mimi. So she likes lions. You from Columbus? You probably know her. She loves lions. She's a Leo, and she loves anything Leo, anything lion. So the first day that we recorded a video and did our channel, me and Justin, she went back and watched some of my other videos, and her only critique, she sent me a text, and she said, I'm going to send you an email. She sent me an email. I'm thinking I'm getting a list of just some critiques and stuff. She had put links to different pictures that she wanted, and told me if I get started now, I got plenty of time to get them all done by her birthday. So that was her only critique. Anyway, I told her that's not how this works. You're supposed to love and appreciate anything that I get you, knowing that I'm only going to get you something that you would enjoy. And so Justin got her lion, and it's got a Leo symbol on it. And then I think that she would enjoy Lady Creole. I really do. Miss Creole was my first sale. I was taking it to be framed and showed it to someone who wanted to buy it immediately. Whoa! How much they want? Yeah, how much did they want? I have a painting over here that I got offered $300 for. It's my Diamond Dots. I think I showed you guys when I sealed it in my to seal or not to seal video. And even though, $300 could have bought me a whole lot more diamond paintings, because it's my baby. It's the very first inaugural diamond painting. I couldn't part with it. And she said, I sold it for $150. I can definitely see when they're done, them selling like that. My sister-in-law, and I know you guys saw the Disney painting that I did for her. My sister-in-law has been offered money for her painting, and I made that for her as a gift. And it was sealed. And I remember I didn't like some of the areas. Some of it, when it's sealed, I liked it a little bit more. But some of the areas, like I think on the upper right hand side of it, and it probably comes from trying to move the diamonds around because they were popping. I didn't like that area until it was sealed. So it was controversial there for me. But yeah, she's been offered, I think she said $100 or something like that. She was offered for her gift. And I said, I can't believe, someone wants to buy a gift that was given to you. And she said, I wouldn't sell it, but I'm just letting you know. So she had a birthday party for her granddaughter. So happy to. Oh, thank you, Blonde Noir. Yep, I'm back and I'm crazy as ever, but I don't have no alcohol in my glass tonight. This is root beer. So if you guys see me enjoying it, I just want you can see the bubbles, and there's no rum or anything in there. So you guys, couple of updates, couple of things that's going on. My mom, I know you guys used to see her right there where that blanket is. That's her little blanket. She sits on it and she wraps up in it, and it's like her special blanket. She loves it. Normally, she has two tablets. She has her little iPad. She has her Alexa tablet, and then she has a cell phone that I got her.
Now she's got a whole TV in the room.
Exactly. So I don't like to see her on that little device all the time looking at it. She watches it. She's dedicated. She'll have her earphones in and we'll chuckle at her. She's learned how to use Hulu. She knows how to go to Netflix. We have Sling TV. Blonde Noir says, hi, son. She knows how to use all of these different apps, and she got really good at it. So she'll be walking around with her headphones on. We'll say, you want to watch something? No, I'm good. So the other day I was out. I hate to see her on these little devices. She has like a 10-inch iPad. She has the 7-inch, what do they call those Alexa tablets? Amazon Fire tablet. She has a 7-inch, what is it? Kindle Fire. That's it. She has a 7-inch Kindle Fire. And then I also got her I got her a cell phone because she was leaving home. So we were shutting off her phone and she was coming out here. So she would need a phone for everyone to get in touch with her on. And I didn't want them calling my phone. So she is in the other room. I got her own TV, big giant. And she has all of her same apps that she watches on her device. She can now watch on her. She has a smart TV. So with that said, I don't see her that much anymore. She definitely enjoys her time in the other room, kick back with her feet up, relaxing. And then I'm going to get her a lazy boy. She had a lazy boy in Ohio. And so when she goes in her room, I want her to have a lazy boy as well. So that's why she's not out here having fun with us, because she's kicked back in her room, relaxing. She got a remote, and she definitely, is enjoying all of her new found technology. I didn't know that, she wasn't familiar with all of the stuff. You know how when you check on your parents, I love that you're keeping her tech. Exactly. Got to keep her tech savvy. I really do. And she picked up quicker than I thought she would have picked up. So she definitely is doing great there. I'm really thrilled. I'm really happy to, report that. She kept teasing Tammy during our one video because she was like, I want that pen. So I told her if she went back to crocheting, because she used to crochet, that I would get her an acrylic set like this, but you can get them with the crochet hooks, and you can also get stationary sets like that also. So that was something that I said if she went back to crocheting, usually, it's something that she would do in the fall, she would just keep it simple, blankets and things like that. But if she went back, I would get her a crochet set. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Next, my aunt is 92 in Columbus, is an iPad genius. Man, that's my mom. She will whip up that little iPad and she find everything on it. She be with her finger swiping, she be tapping and stuff. So I told her, I can't believe how quickly she picked up. I have a note phone, and obviously I'm waiting on the next note to come out. But I pretty much do as much as possible on that. I do have a 10-inch Kindle Fire tablet, and I usually just use that to watch like YouTube videos while I'm sitting here and things like that. But woo, she has definitely mastered it. So some of the other things that I showed you guys in our giveaway, this was a lot of fun. The only thing is I put these in our first place and our second place in their little gift bags. And I like these. However, I wish that these right here, I wish they came just like in a single bright light. And my green one is not working. I think I used it too much. You guys know green's my favorite color. So the lights are extremely bright, I will tell you. They are bright. I have been using them. I like to go in my mom's room and annoy her with them, especially with this green one right here. Yep. Sorry, Tia and Justin. I've got to go. I'm not feeling well today. Have a great live, sweeties. Okay, Amber, get some rest. Love you. Thanks for coming, okay? So I do like to go in and drive my mom crazy with these. I don't know. You can see how bright they are, but I sure do. And she'll be like, what, Tia, what are you doing? Where did we get these? I think the Dollar Tree in the craft section. Yep. Justin said it was Family Dollar over by their stationery. And we got these. They are bright, but they just are, they're not like, I didn't know this was going to be red and this was going to be blue and this was going to be green. I thought they were just going to be bright finger lights. The reason I got them, we were like, oh, it's a good idea for when you're diamond painting late at night. You know, you have, if they don't have a light pad, you have a light from the top. You can real quickly look down and then you can see the symbol and the pattern. So that was the whole point in getting them. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out that way because even though the light is bright and I use it to annoy my mom, it's the color of the actual finger pin. And so while fun, it's not as effective, using it for diamond painting as I had wanted it to be. So that is that. Now, I know I talked to you guys a few months ago about being on a path to change and what that meant, and that I had changed up like my eating and things like that. So the reason why I'm revisiting that now is because obviously with my mom here and my mom doing the predominance of our cooking, I've noticed that what I eat and when I eat, that has definitely changed. And I was going to kind of talk about that a little bit because my path is now determined by the cooking of someone else. And obviously my mom, when she cooks for our entire household, not just me. And the difficulty behind it is, y'all see how small my mom is. She has a super high overactive metabolism, and I don't. And I can't eat the food that my mom eats. She loves her carbs. She likes macaroni and cheese and smothered pork chops, and I can't eat, that kind of stuff. So you jealous? Mama's cooking is good. I'm telling you right now. It is delicious.
I'll be going to sleep every
But
night. Feeling good.
Justin and I was talking, and I don't know. I am trying. I haven't gained any of the weight that I had, like gained it back or anything like that. But I have started to feel a lot more sluggish. And on top of feeling a lot more sluggish, I noticed that the great willpower that I initially had, I'm going to do this. I'm on a path to change. I'm fortifying myself and minerals, and I'm going to drink all this essential waters and stuff. You guys already see I started off the show with this. That's root beer. Hi, Tia, Justin, and Mom. Can't stay, bad migraine, but I still... Tammy, we were just talking about you. How are you? I'm sorry you're having a migraine. Definitely get some rest, okay? Yeah. I know our son is a happy. Oh, you know he a happy camper. He come home, he be in heaven. He come. I think I did a live when we first got back, and I was telling everyone this is the most family time that me and my kids have had. We are here in this room with my mom all the time, pretty much. Before, I would be in here by myself. My son, he would craft with me Wednesday nights and Sundays. And my daughter, I would barely see her. We would have mom and daughter day so that I could spend time with her. Now, we're all in here. We're all spending time together. My mom has really become like a centralized figure, a pillar that we're all around and we're all spending time and things with. So the good news about that is that, we've become a family again. And before, we were just a household full of what I called adults. I went off to work. My son went off to work. My daughter, she is full time in college and also trying to pass the state boards and, being the youngest, like she started college at 16. So she's definitely younger than everyone in all of her nursing classes and things. So I felt like, she's off into the work world as well, even though she was in school. Now she's become a centralized figure and she's doing some of the things that maybe I couldn't do. And, my daughter had tried to pitch in and do, and my son was trying to pitch in and do, and she's created a unit between us all that allows us to coexist again as a family. So we're not all, dissecting off into different areas and stuff. We've actually come closer together. So that is the awesome part and the good news behind, what's going on. The other thing that I keep saying, I know I keep saying this to you guys, is we diamond paint a whole lot more. Do you agree? I think that we spend a lot of time diamond painting. We've gone through some of our paintings. We've done a lot of kitting up, but I think that Justin and I.
Sorry, I'm hot.
You hot, baby?
Oh, yeah.
I think you should turn the air on.
It's off?
I don't know if it's off, but Grandma.
What's it doing off in this heat?
She doesn't understand that we live in the desert. Yeah, pop it down because when I come in, I was hot also. I don't want you to be hot. So we have definitely been diamond painting a whole lot more. I mean, it's exponential, like hours more maybe is what I want to say. Probably went from maybe diamond painting 4 hours together a week to like Sundays we get a lot of diamond painting in. We got up the other day. We started diamond painting about 9:30 in the morning and we continued until probably 2, 3 in the afternoon. I am your mom. Got 3 grands and 2 great grands. Only problem, I haven't moved back to Columbus yet, but I'm going. You're going to love it when you do. You're going to love being able to be there around family. And last weekend, so we had a great 4th. And I know, it's tragedy that brought us all together and things like that. But for the 4th, we went down. We have an outdoor neighborhood picnic that we get to enjoy here in Vegas. And we got there about 5 o'clock and it ends about 9:30. When we took our chairs and everything, we had grilled out, had our burgers, we had Italian sausage, we had snacks and things like that. And then we bought like ice cream and sweets from the vendors. And we sat outside, all of us, enjoyed the weather, enjoyed, people out with their children, had a great time. We went to the water park. We have a pool and a jacuzzi, but we went to the water park, enjoyed ourselves. They have a lazy river. You can get on the little floaties and float around, and we enjoyed that. And then we went bowling. And
I said, what up?
Justin had to work, and unfortunately, it didn't stop us. Anyway, we're doing the things that we probably did years ago when I was little, but now my mom's here and it's an opportunity for us to kind of bring the family together and really hang out. We're doing all of those things now. My brother, he moved his wife out here years ago, and my brother and I, we're really close. I know you guys hear me talk about my sister-in-law and things all the time. Um, and my brother works nights and he works in a casino, so he's not able to get off. He couldn't go back home like I did for the month and things like that. So he's able to also be here with my mom, and so we find ourselves doing so much more together. It's really weird, the dynamic that has been created in just a little short time. Him and his wife came over. We all went out to our pool, just kind of hung out. We had our spirits and beverages, and my mom got to just relax and stuff. So she says she feels like she is on vacation, and I like when she says that. She said, "Y'all spoiling me, and I feel like I'm on vacation. I'm just relaxing." And her biggest fear is that she's going to gain 10 to 20 pounds. I told her, if you gain 10 to 20 pounds, I'll lose. I'm just talking because I know it ain't going to happen. I told her I would lose 100 pounds. So that is where we are. Quick update with, me being on this path. I am starting to kind of pull back. I am trying to be more cognizant of what I eat because, I know I started this journey and I wanted to do it in a way where I didn't have to say I'm dieting. That was important to me. I wanted to incorporate it into an everyday lifestyle. And so I feel like this is just a hurdle that I have to get around, but I'm still, trying to find my way and still trying to incorporate it. But I'm telling you right now, my mother, she made macaroni and cheese. Last week, Saturday, we had ribs and macaroni and cheese. Oh my gosh.
Killed.
Justin killed it. And so those are the things that I find myself really trying to, overcome is, what is that middle ground? How do I still enjoy, what she is great at? And then, still find a way to kind of pull back and things like that. So my challenge continues. But what I will say is I'm proud when I get on a scale that I have not gained. I haven't lost anything additional. So I think for me, just trying to find a middle ground to where this is just a stall and I can, progress beyond this and continue to drop a couple pounds here and there. That's the goal. The next thing is, I don't know if you guys were in here yet. I know that Mimi was here at the time. I don't know if Amber had been here yet, but there will be another diamond painting marathon that's going on the last week of July. The dates are the 27th, which is Saturday, and the 28th, which is going to be Sunday. Yay! So we plan to have a lot of fun there. I know that I've been telling you guys, I had a couple of people that sent a message and they had asked me to show some of the paintings I got from the AliExpress sale. So I'm going to try and pull some of those out. My focus had been to try to get some smaller, wanted to kind of start with just some smaller paintings. The reason I wanted to start with some smaller paintings is because you guys know these larger paintings, sometimes they can take a toll on you. It can take such a huge toll, you want to quit for a while. Justin literally told us he was taking a break after his last diamond painting. And not 10 minutes, was it 10 minutes? I don't think it was 10 minutes. Maybe, I don't even think it was 5 minutes. He literally was like, okay, well, that break is over. He jumped in to his next painting. He's actually working on a lion, and he also started his wolf painting. So the wolf is going in his room. And when my brother and we had some family over on Saturday, they were all like just going crazy and admiring our work and stuff. So I hate to say we're getting orders because we don't do it for that, but we're getting orders. So we're definitely starting to get orders. we'll figure something out. But again, that's not what we do them for. We do them, for the joy of diamond painting. And if someone has a gift out of it, then that's good for them.
So about Huacan though.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Justin wanted to.
Anybody else, like, if they order Huacan, do they, have any diamonds that be popping out of place? This painting doing that. This is doing like, this is doing too much for me, and I have to keep pressing down every single time. And almost every time I start working, I have to keep pressing down. It irritates me a little bit, but I like the painting, so I'm gonna go through it.
Well, yeah, but tell them the distinction, because you said something about this painting versus your wolf painting.
Yeah, well, comparison to my wolf painting, that one, like, this one, like, the diamonds are bigger. Some diamonds are bigger than others. And then with my wolf painting, they're all even.
So, and when I said it probably has to do with where you got it from, what did you say?
I forgot what I said. I really did, but
you told me they're both Huacan.
Yeah.
So Justin has a lion painting that's really giving him frustration. Like, he's really frustrated with it. And he got it from Huacan. And then his wolf painting, I bought. Obviously, you guys, if you watch my video, you saw me give it to him. Amber told me, make it a surprise and do it for him. So I took her advice and we got it on camera. He loved it. Anyway, I got that from Huacan. He loves his wolf right now. He loves it. He loves the diamonds. He loves but the lion that he's working on, he hates it. And he's doing what everyone else was saying about the popping drills. He has to kind of press them down and things like that. The unfortunate part that I told him is, I know in watching some videos from like Mrs. Crochet and Coffee and Stitcherista, I know that there was something called Drillmageddon for Huacan. Hey, Rebecca! And because there was a Drillmageddon, I think when that was occurring, a lot of people were complaining about their paintings and the fact that they had to press and there were like popping drills and the diamonds weren't, even and things like that. And the unfortunate part is, it sounds to me like the lion might have been left over from Drillmageddon. And then the wolf painting that we just had got sounds like it was, after that issue where, he loves that wolf painting. Obviously we have to get through this one because this is a gift, but he just hates it. So that might be why we're not taking orders. Kind of moving over from there. I will try and remember where I got these from after I showed them, but this is a 25 by 25. And I don't know if I showed you guys these, but I'm going to real quickly do it. This says coffee time. And I'm going to real quickly kind of show you guys just the symbol quality and the symbol clarity. For me, when I order, I always want to see symbol quality and symbol clarity, because I won't get it if it's horrible. These obviously are square diamonds. I'm working on a round right now. I do prefer square diamonds. I don't like the excessive canvas show in between. Good morning, Diamond Painting with Orchid. How are you? And so you'll probably see me always have a preference for the squares, simply because it fills up the full canvas. So those right there, if you can see if my camera will focus. Oh, finally it focused. The symbol quality, and that's a ball, y'all. The symbol quality is really clear on here. Again, this is a 25 by 25. I got these little paintings to do in between some of our larger projects. I know you guys know the new Mandy Manzano. Those ones they're like 42 by 125 centimeters. So hello, Laura, how are you? So because those are so big, when you finish one of those, then you obviously want to have a couple of small projects that you really quickly just, you tired. Uh-oh, what you tired from? Uh-oh, she says she tired. So this one right here, I saw this one and I had to just have it. So I would have got it for Justin. When he was born, I did his nursery all in Winnie the Pooh figures. He had a thing for Eeyore, I think his name is, the purple thing. Little purple elephant, yeah. But I still got it. I don't have anyone in mind right now to give it to. It may just be a memory for me. But it took me and my mom back when we opened it. So still cute, if you guys don't notice, very cute. You can see clarity, so I don't think the picture will be pixelated. And then symbol quality. When you buy a smaller painting, that's one of the things that you really want to look at, is whether or not it'll be pixelated. If you can get away with a smaller painting and it's not pixelated, by all means, go ahead and take advantage of it. You don't want to have to buy big if you don't need to, but most people buy big because there's no clarity and the smaller ones look pixelated. So I was pretty pleased with this one, and the coffee time painting. Am I missing anything? Doing good, darling. How are you and your handsome man? Justin's doing pretty good. Pretty well. Having a great summer. Spending lots of time diamond painting. I will say that. We are going on vacation, all of us as a family. We have a small trip planned at the beginning of August. Me and my mom, we're going to Phoenix. We have some friends down there we're going to see for the weekend. And then we're flying back home. All of my brother as well, because he wasn't able to go home for the funeral service and everything. So we're all, as a family, going back the third weekend. Yeah, the third weekend. My brother has a whole week off. And I have like 5 days off. And Justin has, I think, 3 or 4 days off. So it was an ideal time for all of us to kind of mesh something together. And we're all flying back home. So that'll be a little bit fun. And off to the next one. So here we go. Laura, we were talking earlier about diamond paintings. We've been getting offers to make them. Yes, it does sound awful. We've been getting offers to make diamond paintings for other people for profit and things. So, and I know I see your channel and you post on Facebook a lot. Do you get offers to purchase some of your paintings? All right, kind of moving over from here. Here is my next one. I saw this one already done, is why I got this. I'm hoping it looks a little bit better when I complete it. It was the same size that I saw already done. This is supposed to be like that Asian rock. The blue areas is supposed to be black. We'll see. It looks like it'll be pixelated when I look at it from here. But when I saw the completed painting online, and it was the same size, it looked really nice. So we'll definitely see. Again, just trying some smaller paintings. These paintings, by the way, I caught the sale on AliExpress. Most of them were like $374 or something like that. I mean, I had, they were $414 or something. And then with the additional coupons or something that I had cashed in. Cindy B, hey, how are you? With the additional coupons that I had cashed in, I ended up getting them all for, I got 16 paintings and it was like $80-something. It was really cheap. So if I were to break it down, I think it was like $3-something each. But yeah, I did really good on the sale. And they were coming in. Yes, but I donate to my community. You donate them after you've completed them, or do you donate beforehand? So that is, again, here's the thumbnail of that. And again, the black part are the Asian rocks. I'm hoping it looks like that when it's completed. But if I were being honest, it doesn't look like that really. So off to the next one, and I think I showed you guys this one. I'm going to really enjoy it. When I was young and I was small, I still was endowed and had a big head. And I was called Betty Boop by some mean boys. Here come Betty Boop now. Yeah. But as I've aged, I think that she's cute. I'm no longer hurt. Yeah, but I didn't like the part about the big head. Anyway, again, with the clarity, with the symbol quality, I don't think that this will be pixelated. So I think for its size. Oh, don't say that, Justin. After you complete them. Okay. Well, that's still good. Everyone wants a completed one. Everyone wants to add to their art collection. So here we go again with some of the symbol quality and clarity. Pretty decent. Patterns look nice. So yeah, I'm hoping that there's no pixelation. These are really nice. Like I said, they're small. When you look at the back, these I checked. There's no rivers. The glue is not, well, this one looks bad. Uh-oh, maybe I didn't put it in right. It's not going to stop me because that doesn't bother me. But there is a river there now. You can see it. You can see it. Okay. There we go. This is a gift, a birthday gift for my sister-in-law. And I know, Rebecca, you're going to see that there is a theme going on here. I'm going to start with the thumbnail. And Mickey and Minnie. I know we talked about that before. And yes, she can't get away from them. She loves them. So she doesn't expect another diamond painting so soon after her last one. And that's what I'm here to do. Surprise her. This one right here, as you can see, for the size, it looks pretty clear. So I'm hoping, as I said, no pixelation. If I can get away with a small one. I had so much going on in the month of August that I knew I didn't want to take on too many large projects and things like that. So that's another reason why I wanted to do some smaller projects. We have that. This right here is a diamond painting I got a while ago. I was going to use it because it's a Diamond Art Club, and I keep saying I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to use it as a sample to seal because I've never sealed any Diamond Art Clubs. It's still a small one. It's still in. It's in there. I've seen it completed before, and it looked a little, pixelated. You could still make out what it was, a cat and things like that. But I am going to go ahead and use it as a sample to determine if I want to ever seal my Diamond Art Clubs or not. Okay, was going to sell them in the beginning, but it's my hobby and do not want pressure of orders. That's what I'm thinking, Laura. I'm teaching some seniors in my church the diamond paint. Ooh, I know they love it. I know they love it. It's a good idea. Definitely a good idea. Am I in your way? I'm sorry. Yep. So like I said, the more people that see our work, the more orders, unfortunately, that we are starting to get. So I don't want to get to the point where I'm filling orders. I definitely don't want, because I feel like it'll definitely start to take away from the joy and the desire.
It's definitely going to take away from the joy of it.
Yes, yeah. Justin said it's definitely going to take away from the joy of it.
It's going to feel like a job.
Well, I don't want to do anything that feels like a job. I don't even want to do my own job.
Exactly.
So that's just the truth, buddy. So that's pretty much. I have a ton. I know we were talking about everyone who's doing, their stash videos and things like that. I don't want to do a stash video. I wanted to just show those smaller paintings because I just had got a few of those. That's I think 6 of them right there. And then I had the other 10 that I got. They were a little bit bigger. They were a lot bigger, I must say. So I did some kitting up this week. That was great. Awesome. What's Justin working on? Let me get you a picture. He has 2 paintings right now, Cindy, that he's working on. One for pleasure and one as a gift. The one that's a gift was basically a request. And, and I don't know if we'll be taking any requests anymore. The wolf, you were in my live, Cindy, when we gave Justin the wolf. Amber kept saying, why don't you surprise him and give it to him during the live? So I did. I had put it up so he couldn't find it and things, gave it to him during the live. He started working on that one and he loves it. Then he said he's going to start on his birthday gift to my sister. So he started working on that. And it's just a problem and he just doesn't like it. He feels that the drills are popping a lot. So, Mimi, you have a good night. Have a good night. All right, let's see. I am going back. And clearly. All right, well. I'm going to show you the one that he's working on now. This is the one that he's working on now. As you can see, the Leo, the lion symbol is at the top. And he's on the orange side. So, yeah. Yes, it's really nice. The colors are gorgeous. You guys know how meticulous he is and how everything has to be straight. And I'm never, ever that meticulous. I guess I got to slow down. I'm always just trying to get them done, I guess. And so I don't take the time that he does. And then I'll show you the one real quick that he says is a joy. And he really... I think he's missing this one the most. And it's gorgeous. So that one is the one that I gave him as a gift. And he said it's a joy. The diamonds are even. They lay beautifully. It's a Huracan as well, but he just prefers this one. And so the colors are beautiful. It's going to be nice when it's, when it's done. It's going to be gorgeous and stuff. So, and I feel, because when he's working on this, the wolf, he doesn't have to go back and press down and reposition diamonds. He doesn't have to do all of that. So that's his biggest, concern and his biggest issue. I have a wolf that I haven't started, but I'm sure a lot of people have this wolf. I'm seeing it a lot on different... on Facebook posts.
That's the one I wanted, honestly.
You wanted that one also? So this is the white wolf with the beautiful eyes. Yes. Yes. Starting my 5-year-old grandson on keychains and stuff. Uh-oh, Cindy B. I don't know I'm thinking about starting on some keychains. I love those. They look so nice. I have done that one from Tinme, but they send me the wrong side. Uh-oh. Diamond painting with orchid. I'm sorry. He gave me my money back for it. Wow. Okay. The wolf is beautiful too. Is it round or square? It's square. Is it? Yeah, square. I think we both have a preference for square. I'm working on a round right now. I can't wait to get back to some squares. Yes, popping drills and Justin's diamond painting OCD doesn't go. Yep, exactly. So Rebecca, you know he is frustrated. I don't know. Some of you probably weren't in a live where I showed you guys his wax. I'm gonna just real quickly show us.
It's on his last legs.
If that you guys will, if you guys look and see how everything has to be in such a straight line for him. Even, let me show you what my wax looks like. Where did my wax go? Oh, here it is. Here's my wax. I just throw it down wherever. And I don't have to have like a straight line or, particular way that I add wax. So you guys clearly know that it's killing him for these diamonds to have to be rearranged. And I feel for him. I like square better too, but round look just as good when they are framed. Okay. All right, so I'm going to straight A person. Exactly, Laura. I'm starting to do like Justin and have a straight line. I plan to do that. I endeavor to do that. But to be honest, when I'm sitting here and my wax doesn't work and I'm down and I go like, and I just plunk it down and then I wipe the bottom and I just keep going. But he's so meticulous. And my mom was watching him a week or so ago and she said, look at him diamond painting. And I said, and she said, it's more than just like, it's art form, artwork, and technique all together for him. So, and there's nothing wrong with that, because when he showed some of his other paintings, the oohs and ahs that he was getting, that's where those orders were coming from. I couldn't believe it. So I have so much wax. I grab a new one often. I'm going to start doing that because I bought a tackle box from Walmart. I bought this tackle box to keep my wax in. And as you can see, I have lots of wax. Lots of wax. Lots of wax. This is my Diamond Art Club waxes. And then the rest are just from wherever I can get them from. I have a ton of wax. And I should probably switch my waxes out more often. I don't. But I should. I do let them get a little cruddy. Then I get mad because I have to go and I have to brush my diamond paintings. How often do you guys keep your diamond paintings covered before you hang them up? That's something definitely that I have to work on. What's wrong? Yeah?
Everything good.
Okay. I thought you were getting frustrated.
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's okay. It'll be all right. Think about the reaction when it's done. That's really what got me through when I had that one painting that the diamonds kept popping up. That's what got me through. So I have that wolf, and let's see. I'm trying to see what else that's gonna bring me a little bit of joy. And so if you guys watched my my recorded video from last week, you guys know how upset I was because I missed out on the island time with Diamond.
So bad.
Thank you, baby. A lot of people were feeling bad for me. I missed out on the island time with Diamond Art Club, and I did shed a tear. I shed a tear because, as if you watch my video, you know I talked about how paintings can mean something to you. I hang mine right away, even when not framed yet, and feather dust them. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I definitely go through mine often before I frame it or do something with, and I'm always brushing them. Definitely brushing them. So I think the biggest reason I want island time too. Yep, Laura. I mean, I cried, and my mom and Justin, even my daughter, she laughs at me about how I feel about diamond painting. But even my daughter, she came over and she was hugging on me and stuff. I can't believe I had it in my cart. And I don't know what made me hesitate and delay, but I just didn't push the button. And I was so distraught behind that. Like I could have had it, and now everybody wanted, and I could have had it, and I wanted it. Um, and it's a lot, for me. The paintings have to speak to me. I have to have a connection to them to want them. I very rarely just get something just because it's popular or just because everybody, when I see it and I put it in my cart, it said something to me, or it's something that I could see someone else I know appreciating. But if it's for me, it's a deep connection. And I didn't press the button. I want both of the new scenery ones, but I'm going to wait a while, maybe till a BOGO. Well, I'm hoping that they have a BOGO coming soon. Hanging one from my product. You get a product purse to go with your diamond painting. I'm hoping they have a BOGO soon. Diamond Art Club watched the video and they said that it should be out in a few weeks. So, because in my last video I said, well, how the artwork sometimes can take forever to come back in, and so they did let me know that it'd be a couple of weeks, and they're hoping to have it restocked. So I got my fingers crossed on that. But in the meantime, I do have a scenery painting. It didn't speak to me like Island Time did, but we'll see. And it's just it reminds me of the first diamond painting that I did, with the cobblestone road and stuff, but like a daytime scenery. But it's still not Island Time. And I don't know what happened and why, but it spoke to me and I wanted it. And I didn't get it when I had it. I threw it in my cart immediately. And I put 2 or 3 other paintings in. And a lot of times I'll go back and I'll switch them around and things. But I do always end up buying, and I don't know what happened. I've spent a ton of money with Diamond Art Club, and what's one more painting, and I didn't get it. So hopefully going forward, that'll never happen again. I didn't have any reason. And my mom kept asking me, like, I don't understand why you did. Things happen for a reason. I'm thinking the same thing. Because I was watching Mrs. Crochet and Coffee's video, and she started talking about Island Trail, the other one that it sold out, and then it got restocked right away. And she had just got that, and she was talking about, a lot of people wanted it, and she was saying how the scenery diamond paintings have a lot of confetti. And if you guys know, I told you I was taking a break from confetti because I had a lot of, I did this scenery right here, tons of confetti. Oh, I guess my camera's not facing it. I did the one, let me see if you can see it. I did the one that I have on display right there. And there was a ton of confetti, a ton. Then I did my Disney, ton of confetti. And so I think, Laura, when you say things happen for a reason, that's what I'm trying to look at it as. Perhaps it wasn't the right time because I said I wanted to take a break from confetti. And Mrs. Crochet and Coffee, she definitely indicated that it wasn't disrespectful, confetti, but it was still enough, to kick your butt. So perhaps that's why it, just wasn't in the cards. Going to let DAC store some paintings for me in there. I like that, Cindy. They're definitely, so I did, I opened up some of my DACs and put them, the smaller ones, I had probably 8 or 9 of them. I simply opened them up, and I love to keep the boxes around the house, but I was like, I need more room because I was running out of room behind my craft studio. So I opened up those. This one, I had my own personal lover stroll. I had lovebirds. I had the Princess Mononoke. I have a gumball. I opened all of those up and just unrolled the tarpaulins and put them in. I have a portfolio that I keep mostly all of my like my AliExpress, my Amazon, my eBay paintings and things like that. And I usually keep my Diamond Art Club in the Diamond Art Club box. But I think you're right, Cindy B. I'm gonna have to. They're around the corner from here. I'm gonna have to ask them if they got some room to store my stuff until I get to them. They be done resold them, so I better not. I definitely better not. So we talked about, well, obviously the path, the journey. We talked about the acrylic pens. We talked about these crazy weirdo lights I wanted to kind of go over. And we talked about our stash. Some of the other things that I wanted to do is kind of roll out. I know that our last giveaway was a scavenger hunt. And it took a while, but I wanted your opinion on what you think an ideal contest was. I really enjoyed watching some of the videos from other YouTube creators and then kind of referring you guys out to them. And I got a couple of emails where people were like, I never would have known such and such had you not have referred us to her video. I never would have known such and such had that, suggestion that I never watched that far into a video to, have gotten to some of the good stuff. So thank you for that. What do you guys think is a good idea for a contest giveaway? You okay? Don't let it frustrate you too much, okay? Don't let it take the fun out of diamond painting, all right? Okay, good. Let's see. Be right back. Going to get some breakfast. Getting hungry. Make me some too. Store them until I buy them. Put them off to the side. Then when you're ready to buy them, they got the Cindy B section. I like that. Just so you guys know, it's root beer with nothing in it. I'm liable to bring a different beverage on screen with me. So I definitely am not doing that right now. So definitely got there. Let's see. This week, what have we done? Well, we've done a lot. I just went through everything. Just kind of relaxing. I'm going to try and make it to my pool a little bit more. We have a gorgeous jacuzzi. And when I go down and get in the jacuzzi, what I noticed is I sleep so well at night. I sleep well. Everything's loosened up. I jump in the pool, do a couple of laps, get out, get in the jacuzzi, go back in the pool, go back in the jacuzzi, and then I'm ready. I'm ready to come back and just relax. And I sleep so well those nights. So well. What do you guys think it is? Like, is it, just activity and then the heat just, I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is, but I do sleep well those. And I notice that I don't have to take anything. Like, I don't have to take ibuprofen. I don't have to take a Dome's Back and Body. Is that just me? Or is it the water? Or is it old age? I don't know. I'm wondering though. But I do notice that I sleep a whole lot better. Yep, I know I keep reaching for this like I'm a start. I really am planning on starting. I keep, coming up with other stuff to show that I didn't get a chance to. I'm in the wrong box. Okay. So, I know that storage, a lot of us have definitely crossed over to the Harbor Freight side. Is there anyone that's out there that's, repping anything other than Harbor Freight right now? And also, I know Darcy. I know you guys a lot of people use the Darcy. Probably a combination of all of them. Yeah, I think so, Cindy. I really do. But I know at night I feel so much better. And like I said, I don't take a pill or anything on the nights that we go out to the jacuzzi. Just do a few laps, get in the hot tub, And then when my brother was here, I went back and did another set of laps, and then went back. The lockables, the Darcy lockables. I know a lot of people are using those exclusively. Laura, have you had a chance to compare them to Harbor Freight? Is it more room in them? I haven't tried the Harbor Freight yet. I really like the Craftmates. Is there this difference between Craftmates and the lockables? I know they have different names depending on where you got them or what website you purchased them. Are they all relatively the same, or no? Yes? Same thing. Okay, I thought so. I was looking at a couple of links that some people post at the bottom of theirs, and I thought they looked the same, so I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys operate with a grinder, a drill grinder? I've never used a drill grinder. I do the old-fashioned, put your one tray inside the other and then kind of mesh down and break them up that way. Is there a distinction between doing it that way and using an actual drill grinder? I find Harbor Freight thinner and softer plastic. I do think that it's thinner. And one of the things that I noticed when I finished with NOLA, I remember wondering, should I bother to kit up the next one? So I think that you're right about that. I wonder what long-term sustainability, I wonder about that when it comes to Harbor Freight. Like, I definitely don't think that I'll be able to just keep unkitting and rekitting. I like the size. For the price, I'm okay with, only getting, because I have so many though. So I think I have, I don't know, probably over 20 containers. I try and get 2 containers per painting because obviously that's enough for 48 colors. So 2 containers. If you catch a sale, I caught the one sale where they had the 30% off, I think it was, for any item under $10. And you had a limit of 5. I think I went to 4 or 5 different Harbor Freight stores and purchased 5 from each of them. I have a grinder, but I like a pill bottle and a quarter. Oh, a pill bottle and a quarter. Okay. Medium bottle with quarter and shake. Great minds. I'm going to have to try that, Laura, because I never would have thought to use a pill bottle, put a quarter in, and shake. That's a good idea. Yeah, I use this idea, but I mean, it's frustrating because you have to make sure, all of these diamond painting trays, they're not the exact same size. So it's frustrating to have to try and surf through my my trays to find sizes that match. So that's the one thing that I noticed. So I'm going to try and get a couple areas done. In the news, wanted to talk to you guys about the news. So if you guys don't know, I live in Las Vegas, and in this past week, we had 3 earthquakes that reached us from Ridgecrest, California. And unfortunately, I cannot imagine what it felt like in California, because it was pretty bad here. We had everything shaking. We had things, loosely, especially in my craft area, loosely falling off of, shelves and things like that. And the unfortunate part is it was my mom's first time ever having to deal with being in an earthquake. And the first one scared her. She was on a couch in her little spot and she had dozed off. And she thought that my daughter was playing a trick on her and was behind the sofa shaking it. And she literally was like, Tiara, stop shaking the couch, stop. And my daughter wasn't shaking the couch. And so as she kept looking around trying to get her to stop shaking the couch, it finally dawned on her what was occurring. So I believe at that point it was a 6.4 on the Richter scale, and we felt, a lot of it. A day or so, I think it was like a day and a half, maybe a little less than that, goes by, and we're at home, and you know that there were several tremors. And LA, just so you guys know, just to put things into like a time perspective from where I live, LA is between 3 hours and 20 minutes. So, it's relatively close depending on where you're going in LA and, which highway you're on. But it's about 3 hours and 20 minutes depending on, again, where you're going. So it's not so far-fetched that, we would feel something. We just didn't expect to feel it as much. So we get tremors. A day and a half, I think it was, later, we get a 5.4. Felt it. It was still, wasn't long at all. Nowhere near as long as the 6.4. That one felt like it lasted a while. Within, I think, 5 to 10 minutes of the 5.4, it goes up to, it goes up to 7.1. This one was the one that kind of did us all in. So if you've seen people on like Facebook or whatever, and they're talking about it, this is the one that they were talking about. When I tell you that the fear in my mom's face was so real. Yep. Oh, you bought NOLA after watching my video? Oh, I have to show you guys when we are closing out what it looks like. Justin hung it up, and I'll have to get him to grab it and let you guys see it completed. But it is all completed, and I haven't showed it on camera yet. When I tell you it was real, it was so real. My mom was so scared. I was scared. I'm not going to lie. All of my stuff was shaking, and behind my camera is where I keep a lot of my diamonds, my Harbor Freight container, and then down under my my spare desk, I have all of my Diamond Art Clubs, and they were shaking and falling over. And the problem with this one was it lasted so long. The house was shaking, and it literally felt like it was going to cave in. And then something that's never happened for me is I got nauseous. I got nauseous in the middle, and I thought I was going to throw up, and I couldn't do anything. And my mom, my poor mom, she was so scared. She was trying her hardest to get to her shoes so she could get out the house, because she thought the house was going to fall over, fall in, cave in. And she's tumbling around trying to find her shoes, because that's all she can think of is, let me put something on and get out of the house before it caves in on us. So totally frightening, nothing that we could do. And she says after it was over, I'm going home. I said, what do you mean, Mom? Calm down. We're all scared, and the worst is over. No, I'm going home. I'm getting up out of here. Bye. She put her shoes on, and she headed to the door like she has options. Like she has really somewhere back home in Ohio that she's able to go to. And I could not talk her off this ledge at all. I'm like, Mom, stop. Mom, calm down. So when I tell you in the news, it's talking about the tremors and the earthquakes and, just the residual effects that people feel when it comes to earthquakes. I mean, we don't know how to feel, but it is the feeling, I think, is frightening because you don't feel like you can do anything. You don't, like, I didn't have any stability. I had nothing that I could hold on to that could stabilize me. That was the scary feeling for me. So I think that that's what, absolutely love the bottles in the black case. I just got 2 with the bigger bottles for 2 customs with 40. Wow. 40 plus colors for each custom. Those are getting to be a lot. I'm gonna have to. I think my limit. I have one painting. I think that has like 53 colors. I think my limit is gonna probably come down to right around like 40 colors. Yeah, and the reason is going to probably be because
This is 35.
I don't like confetti. I'm gonna try and chill for a little while from confetti. I think that the effect, the shading effect that it presents is gorgeous. But sometimes when you switching out colors every 2 minutes, that can be, just an irritation. So I wanted to get back to where I couldn't wait to get started. That's why when I said what Laura said, things happen for a reason. That might be a blessing in disguise. It might have been a blessing in disguise. Um, did you guys notice that some of Diamond Art Club's AB paintings are starting to have more than one AB color? Like that was the other thing that I wanted. It has 3 AB colors, and I really do think that that's gonna, like this one right here has 2. And I think like my painting over there that I just showed you guys, that one only has 1 AB color in it. But I think 3 is going to give these paintings such a nice effect. So that's where I am with that. I just brought you guys all up to date with where we are, what we've been working on, some of our newer content. My daughter, she'll be heading back to school. Her summer was, she's pretty laid back. I don't know if I told you guys this. My daughter used to model. She used to sing. I thought she was going to be one of the contestants on one of those shows like American Idol or The Voice or America's Got Talent. She had an agent and she certainly was heading towards that. And then she retired. She retired pretty abruptly too. I think that the industry overall she was kind of tired of. And it's been a while since she has played any music. It's been a while since she's sung and wrote anything. And this past week and a half, she's been back on her guitar and on her keyboard, and she's been back working on music and things. So that is pretty exciting for me. I don't have dreams of her buying me a house or anything like that anymore, guys. I've given up that dream.
Yeah, because she took it away.
I've given up that dream. But I do love to hear her sing. I do love to see her on her instruments. Very natural, very, poised voice. She actually is from a different era. You know how someone sounds older and wiser than their years? When she sings, that definitely is her. And she has a gravelly alto. She likes to sing a little bit more jazzier, bluesier music. So if that, kind of puts you in mind with some of the Amy Winehouse type, voice. If you guys know who Amy Winehouse is. Yeah, so that's her. One of my favorite artists is my daughter. Love to hear her sing. And just to see that she has gotten back into writing and producing, some original pieces this summer has, like I said, we are all growing and there's some new things that are coming our way. And I like the direction that we are all been in. Definitely. Never give up that dream, mama. That Tia's mansion might be in the future. Right, Laura? I was a bad mom, though. I'm not going to lie. So my daughter, she started off, she did pageants. And this was before I knew she could sing. I was walking past her door one day and I asked my son, who's she listening to? I want to hear that. I want to, put the radio on and listen to that. And he said, that's her. She always doing that when you're gone. So I had never heard her sing. She must not have known I was home, and she is just belting out. She's singing. She loved Patsy Cline. She loved
Yeah, she old.
Etta James. That's who she was singing when I walked past her door, Etta James. And I thought she was listening to someone else singing a cover of one of Etta James' songs. Um, Reba McEntire, she loved her some Reba. She can, like, she obviously adds a little bluesy edge, but she's from a different era. And she used to win up all the pageants and things that she was in, win them up, coming home with all this money and trophies and stuff. And yeah, I told her, we're going to keep you on this path. I turned into a pageant mom, guys. I'm not going to lie. And she had tears in her eyes one day. I think I went over the top. Come on, you can beat that girl. No problems. Close your eyes and you can beat her. And turned into one of them women you see on TV. And she had tears in her eyes. And it took a minute to hit me. And needless to say, she told me she didn't want to do it no more. She didn't want, this ain't fun. I don't want to do it anymore. And wait, what are we talking about? Just right now or forever? And I'm chasing after her. She's got great taste in music. We went to one of Amber's, you guys know Diamond Painting with Esky. She sings, and sometimes she'll take requests and she'll give us a little special show and stuff. So we went to one of her events one night where she had stayed after, I think, one of our diamond paint-a-thons. She had stayed after, and we go and we're sitting there listening to her, and everything that people had requested that Amber was singing, one of TR's favorites. So yeah, she got great taste in music. I just was a little too excited, and I don't know, I lost my mind. And nobody stopped me. Like, everybody was kind of egging me on. Yeah, she's going to do it. There you go. You got to get after her. You got to keep her focused. So I looked at it as, this is my duty to get a new house. For us all.
She tried the same thing with me and definitely wasn't going.
I did. Justin can dance. Justin can dance really well, guys. Justin was the captain of all male dance team, and his troupe, his dance troupe, they won a lot of awards. In any event, you guys know there's always, and we live in Vegas, so keep in mind that we live in Vegas. There's always a show coming to town or an audition here, and LA is about 3 hours from here. So Justin is, I didn't know he had this. I knew he used to always be dancing, but I didn't know how well a dancer he was. And they had announced that they were looking to create an all-male dance troupe. He goes out, makes it, and lo and behold, is one of the better dancers and is made captain. So, of course, the wheels start turning. That's why I do diamond painting snacks while I'm doing the big diamond. I lose my mind up in here. Exactly. So, of course, my wheels start turning because now I'm looking at that like, he's good. We can get him on one of those shows, and, of course, I can get a house. You know, when your child makes it big, that's all you want is a house. You want the house wherever you want it. You don't want to have to live next to people that you don't want to live next to. But yeah, so I did start with him, and I started.
I cut her off right then and there.
Well, I thought he was going to.
I wasn't about to do that.
I thought he was so good at it, y'all.
Nope. Mm-hmm.
So good.
She tried it.
I did. I didn't know.
It wasn't going to work out.
I didn't know he didn't want to do it for a living. When you're good at something, you can make some money off of it. Why not? So I started thinking, we can get him on So You Think You Can Dance. And if that didn't work out, we can get him on America's Next Best, what is it, Dance Crew? Yeah. the wheels were turning, guys. You can't blame me for trying at all whatsoever. And I've cursed them well, though, guys. I've cursed them well because I do have a hope that when they start having kids, they have kids just like them, extremely successful, and there's not a hope in hell that they'll use the success to get you any money. There we go. uh, anyway, I did start with Justin before TR, so she should have saw that coming, huh? No, you don't think?
No.
Oh, would love to hear her sing. Can you bring her in your life? I sure would. Now, don't forget, you can have a hot-looking man feeding mama some. Woo! Now, I like how you think, Laura. I definitely do. I will bring her in my life and allow her to sing. She does have some original songs, and I will definitely do that. Especially since this summer she has been tearing it up on her guitar. She has been on her keyboard, and she has been entertaining my mom. My mom I didn't know that. I knew she sung in her pageants, and I knew she sung for some of her auditions. Did not know she sung that well, so she's definitely been back in full form, and I do like to see that also. So yeah, she's been back, she's been singing, she's had a pretty good summer so far. What I like the most is that she's getting an opportunity to just really be a kid. Like I said, with my mom here, instead of us all just off in our own little world trying to adult, we've actually just been able to come together as a family. They have meal times, they have breakfast times together. They're doing a lot of stuff together. So I really am appreciative because this was like, oh man, I'm going blind. I'm down. I'm all the way down at the bottom because this was like her last summer. She just turned 17, and next summer she'll be 18, and I'm sure I'll be hearing but Mom, I'm 18. But why, Mom? I don't want to, Mom, no. That type of stuff. So last summer, she got to be a kid. She's not running around she was doing it, fixing me and Justin's meals and making sure we went to bed on time. It's time for y'all to go to bed. Yep, she was saying that. And we would defy her and stay up extra 10, 20 minutes. Mom, Justin, it's time for y'all to go to bed. So it's good to see her now, back just being a kid. She's watched every Disney movie that's on Hulu and Netflix. And
Watched Twilight 10 billion times.
And she has watched, done her Twilight marathon. We did our Grease marathon the other night. But I'm telling you, Grease is something that is timeless. And Grease, we'll probably be doing Grease marathons into our hundreds. I did the same thing with my son. He is a drummer. And see, Laura, I don't feel so bad. I really don't. You see an opportunity. I didn't look at it as pushing. I looked at it as assisting and supporting. However, well, yeah, but obviously I had, look at these. I don't know what's going on here.
I'm trying to change the subject.
No, Jackie. Anyway, I did see it as, I don't know. I did get crazy though, Laura. I'm not gonna lie. I got really crazy, and yeah, I got a little bit beside myself, especially at the pageant. At my daughter's pageant, I saw red. Keep in mind, she had been in a few, and she had won them all. And you get proud of them. Yep, you get extremely proud of them. So she had been in a few. She had won, like the whole thing. She was tearing it up, getting the giant trophy and the real heavy tiara and things like that. And so there was this show that used to come on called Toddlers and Tiaras. Anyway, the pageant was a natural pageant. And my daughter, she liked natural pageants. She didn't like the real glitzy glam ones. Long story short, because there was a lot of girls from that show, Toddlers and Tiara, that were there at this pageant, I was trying to get my daughter to kind of step it up a little bit. Like, this isn't the usual competition type of thing. Come on, get your head in the game, type of speeches. Oh, you can do it. You'll definitely be able to outdo her. Yeah, well, it was a natural pageant. And none of them were winning because they were too glitzy and too glam. So I had spent all of that time getting in my daughter's head and kind of getting over the top and things for absolutely nothing, because all she needed to do was just be herself. She was in a natural pageant, and that's what they were looking for. And the fact that these girls that came in from Toddlers and Tiara wasn't really making a difference. Although I didn't think that way at the time. And so it was a lesson. It was a lesson learned, but it was a lesson learned too late, because my daughter didn't want to do any more pageants after that.
Of course she did.
Well, Justin, you just gonna keep making me feel bad, huh? Just that's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna keep making me feel bad. So anyway, lesson learned, and I want to say it was a lesson learned, but I guess I didn't really learn too much of a lesson, because we moved over from pageants to music. She had a gift there. She auditioned for Disney. She auditioned another time she was trying to get a music deal to where she could have her own gig, where she got signed by Arista Records, and they sent her out on tour and things like that. They weren't interested in her for a solo project. They wanted to put her in a girl group, and she didn't want that. She felt like because she was the only girl at the audition who played their own instrument and wrote their own music, that they would put her in the background and have her doing all the work, and that they would get someone that looked more model-esque to be like the front face of the group. And so she said she didn't want that. I was the loud one in the audience screaming, "That's my baby. Get it, baby. Oh, yeah." Yeah, Laura.
Yes, you like that.
That's how it was. Yeah, that wasn't me at your performances. That was your dad.
Yeah, but you was there too.
I was.
Doing that.
So Justin's dad is his biggest fan. Not that he doesn't support Tiara. When he sees Tiara sing or perform, he cries because he remembers her as a little girl.
That's uncle.
Mm-hmm.
That's uncle.
Yeah, he does also. My brother does also. That's who Justin's referring to. But their dad used to be so loud in any performance that Justin went to, anywhere that they performed. He would get there early. He would hang all day, which would shock me, And then on top of that, he would be, "That's my son," There you go, right there. And then the usual that men do. All these girls about to be all over you. So those were the days, and little bit. Like I said, we live in Vegas, so a little bit of popularity when it comes to our kids and their natural ability and things like that. But I don't think that it, was ever anything that, like, they never desired to be famous, desired to be rich or anything to that effect. So, jumping in and seeing these as career opportunities and life altering moments and things, they probably didn't see it like that, like I was seeing it, Obviously, if I had, their talent, I probably would probably be right where I'm at. If I were being honest, I'd probably be right where I'm at. That's my lazy factor. Just my lazy factor. But yeah, it's nice to go down memory lane. My daughter definitely has been taking me down memory lane these last couple of days. Like I said, last week she went back to playing her guitar. I come home, she was on her keyboard, so it's good. She's writing. She wrote another song that she's probably going to be showcasing for me tomorrow. So, that was the stuff that she hasn't done in a while. And, we'll see. She sung one of my mom's favorite songs is Tennessee Whiskey. She was thinking about like Joe Cocker, and her and my dad, they love Joe Cocker. And so the other day, my daughter, she was singing um, Tennessee Whiskey, and it kind of made my mom kind of start tearing up. And she said, "It's okay, it's okay. It just was reminding me of some of the good days." So I like that she was able to sing some. Yeah, that's your favorite song, Laura? Yep, that's hers. It's 1:15 a.m. and I got to go to bed. But it's been great to be with you in your live again. Can't wait for your next one. Next Wednesday. Yeah, I think right now we're just, jumping in and trying to make sure we get back on a good roll like we were before. We just wanted to kind of really just diamond paint and chit chat, because you ought to see us up in here on Sundays. We got this new show we've been watching. Blonde Noir is going to be leaving us. I'll probably give it another 15 minutes, and then, but we've been watching Hulu. Hulu has become, because my mom showed me how she could flip through all these apps and stuff, and Hulu's her favorite. And we've been watching this show called Love Thy Neighbor. It's a Tyler Perry show that comes on Hulu, and we're in like the third season. We'll watch 3 or 4 back to back, and then we'll move to something else. But that show is so crazy. We'll be in here and we'll be diamond painting for hours and laughing at these nuts on that show. So if you guys ever get bored, it never would have dawned on me to be able to listen to something and laugh, because I used to be in here by myself trying to diamond paint and things. But yeah, it's great being back, Blonde Noir. I missed all of you guys. I love the community. I'm trying to get out there. I'll be on Laura's Facebook page all the time. Laura, in your picture on Facebook, you look like you just come from a great party. I be wanting to ask you all the time, like, what were you thinking when you took the picture? I wonder what was on her mind. So while I have you here, why don't you share? Yeah, I think about that all the time. I was like, she just came from a great party, a real fun party. She's typing out her response. You have this one painting. I think it's your profile pic. I'll have to send it to you, or go online and say this one. Anyway, for the 4th, we had a little bit of spirits, me and Justin and my mom. And have you ever had just a drink that just is horrible? Like, we all had headaches and things like that the next day, so bad. So certain wine can't have. Was it boxed wine? Was it that box stuff? It was bad. No, I like that one. Don't drink any wine out of boxes. That's that one. That's really gonna be. That's the advice of the night. Don't drink any wine that comes from boxes. So here's the worst part. I think we all only had like a half a glass or a glass of it.
I didn't even touch it.
You didn't have that? Oh, that was Tiara that had some. I think my daughter jumped in and got some. You didn't have any of that?
No, because I had a water cooler.
You didn't miss nothing. It was bad. And we all had headaches the next day.
Except me.
I thought you had some. So, clearly, I'll have to think. Oh, maybe I could see it on my phone. I'll have to think. Anyway. Yep. With the fall coming back, does anyone have a show that's must-see TV for them that you just have to watch? What do you like? Oh, I know what you like.
I like action.
You like Arrow.
I watched this show on Hulu called Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, it just came out like a year ago.
Okay.
And it's part of the Marvel universe. Best TV show by far, in my opinion.
Huh.
Because it's that good.
I'm going to have to.
It is that good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
For me, let's see. Must-see TV. I got to think. I don't know if I have any shows anymore that I just have to see. I'm trying to think. RuPaul, Cindy B, you done said it now. RuPaul's Drag Race is the show. And you're right. That's the show that I just have to watch. But I can watch that. I mean, what I do, unfortunately, and I hate to say this because it's not how TV was designed to be watched, but I have to wait for at least 5 or 6 weeks in. I can't wait. I cannot wait a week at all. I have to, when it's a show that I really like, I got to allow a few weeks in because I know I'm going to want to watch 2 or 3 episodes at a time. I can't watch that first one and then wait another week. Oh, that's the worst part. Yep, you want to binge. And so, but I know TV wasn't meant to be watched like that. But I think going forward that, any serious show, I just binge watched the first season of Pose. That's how I felt about Bones. Yeah, see? I gotta binge. I can't just watch one episode and then do anything. I thought it was in here. I had just looked at it earlier. I think it was yesterday I was looking at it. Like, wonder what Laura doing when she's sitting there. I'll find it, I'm sure. And then I'll go over it. Oh, Cindy.
You live. Get off your phone.
Look at that. I'm about to. Cindy posted this yesterday. I'm going to probably get it. Look at that. You can tell I don't be on here every day anymore, but I'm going to start. That looks like, and it's clear so you can see your paintings. Easy reference. Yep. I'm on Cindy. I'm looking at Cindy's post, and I'm supposed to be looking for Laura's picture. You can tell I haven't been on there at all today, and I don't think I went on yesterday. So I'll definitely get to that. All right. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, RuPaul's Drag Race. I watched that with my daughter, and we be in here like, woo, that show is so good. Oh, did you hear that? Hi, Diamond Painting with Orchid. The picture of the portfolio with the clear, I'll go back and show it. The portfolio with the clear, I don't know, vinyl siding, so you can see your paintings. Yes. You said that you got it. You put your finished diamond painting. Oh, that's a good idea. I never even thought about finished diamond paintings. Got your cloud runner in there. Okay. How much can it hold? Like, they are much prettier than I ever. Well, I'm amazed at how they can transform. Yeah. I'm definitely going to probably get this. I don't even know what caused me, where that came from. Let me save this. I know I ain't gonna be able to get back to it. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, um, let's see what other show. I do like RuPaul's Drag Race. The couple of years ago, I watched Bachelorette. That was the Caitlyn and Sean season. I did like that season. I like Sean a lot. I thought he was very attractive. Um, and it always amazes me at how the woman sleeps with all the men that ends up with a different man, and the man is okay with it. And the same thing with the men. They sleep with all these women, and then they end up with this woman, and she's just happy to get them. You're not sure how many paintings will fit, okay? And so, for me, that's why I watch it, really, to see the connection and who they end up with. But they never stay together. They never stay together. And so I quit watching the show because the people that you want together, even if they get together on the show, we want to see them like Callista, what's her name, and Ryan, the first couple. They together. They still together. They're pretty much the only one. And I wonder if he feel pressure to stay with her because they outlasted all the other relationships. So Trista, I said Callista, Trista and Ryan, they got together on the second year of Bachelor or Bachelorette. She was the first Bachelorette, and she got dumped when she was on The Bachelor. And she met Ryan. They got together. They had a couple kids. And I wonder if he's just with her now, because we can't break it. We done signed contracts. We got money on it. Every year when somebody get married, they come back and they ask us 82 questions.
Quit.
The first seasons were real. Yeah, don't watch Bachelor. They are all there to, bunch of cheating sluts. Laura Silly. That's exactly what they are. Netflix has some good series to watch. I have been watching a couple of things on Netflix. I watched this teen show called Free Reign, and they're set over in the UK. Like that, I watched that new Anne of Green Gables. Anne with an E is what it's called. I like that. I watched the first season, and I know they just came out with the second season, but I haven't watched the second season. Let's see what else. They got a lot. Oh, I watched that witch one, that Bruja down in it's like Colombia. So I watched that on Netflix. Yeah, that was pretty good. I watch Hallmark a lot, but the last couple of weeks, Hallmark has been doing Christmas special. I love Christmas movies. I really do. But I like to only watch them during Christmas. So every July when they do these Christmas specials, I don't watch them. But I can't watch my other Hallmark movies during that time. So I feel lost and barren without them. Let's see. My mom has started watching, what is the name of that show? They drink all these nasty concoctions and do all these stunts. What's the name of that show? Fear Factor. My mom has gone back and started watching all of the Fear Factor episodes. So I come home and it's time to eat dinner. And she says, guess what happened on Fear Factor today? I'm like, what? They had to drink a cappuccino mixture. It had throw up in it. It had wheatgrass. It had ants and roaches. And I'm like, Mom, I thought we was about to eat dinner. I don't want to hear that. So I got to hear this kind of stuff every day about what she saw on Fear Factor. And then after that, the woman ate more than the guy. She was braver than him, and he wasn't nothing. He couldn't have saved her. I would have leave him if I was her. Oh man, she be going in. Is it? Is it really?
Yeah, it is. You can see where like the lion face.
You can see the face and stuff.
Yeah.
So you start to feel better about it.
I mean, the point where I go, no. The pushing down part, no, definitely not. But the pictures won't come out nice. I already know that for
You
a fact.
think okay? And do you think it'll have the sparkle like the way you like it?
I mean, it already does, kind of.
Okay.
Yes.
So even though it's who it can, you can still start to see.
Yeah, the sparkle, like when you look at it from the angle.
I can see
Yeah,
it.
you can see it right now. Well,
Oh yeah, I can see it real good from here.
but yeah, it's coming along slowly. I still got a whole one side. I still got this whole entire side. Still got to do the upper part. And back down.
I still would say you're more than 25% though.
I won't even say 30. I would say
About
like
30.
26.
No,
26,
I would say
27%.
20, yeah, maybe 27 to 28. I do think you're way more than a quarter of the way because you have less to go this way. And you definitely are more than halfway over on that side. So pretty good, pretty decent. I do see the shine. I know that's important to you. Here's the big question, and I know we asked this when it was yours, but since this is a gift, to seal or not to seal?
Probably seal.
You're going to seal because it's a
Definitely want
gift.
to seal.
Okay.
This part.
But you don't feel comfortable with those. You
The
think
diamonds
those?
are popping up too much.
Okay.
So I would definitely seal it.
Well, you guys heard it right here. He's sealing this one. Even though the shine is spectacular, he doesn't feel confident that the diamonds will remain. So I watch a lot of documentaries. Yeah, too early. Hi, Dreamer. Hi, Dreamer. I didn't even see you sneak in there. Oh, man. Yep. So I think that that's going to always be a continuous controversy, to seal or not to seal. And I think when the diamonds act the way they're supposed to, and the adhesive is like Diamond Art Club, they pour their adhesive, and it is different to work with, you know. And it does make your diamond painting feel invincible. But my worry is what happens when, you know, what happens when you've had it for 10 years? What happens when you move? You know what I'm saying? What happens? So that's always my fear when it comes to seal or not to seal with the Diamond Art Club. And then
I feel like with Diamond Art Club, you won't have to unless you want to.
okay, I like that. You don't have to. Anybody, I never seal mine. Laura says she doesn't seal hers. I think it was a necessity with my Walt Disney World because of the fact that, like I said, I had that one side where the diamonds, they just did not fit. And I did a lot of removing and rearranging, and I made it work. But for me, I mean, when you step back, no one ever noticed or anything like that. But when I looked at it, because it was my work of art, I noticed it. When I put the sealing on it, obviously it filled in some of what I had to maneuver around and some of the positioning. But you guys know Justin is so meticulous. Like he's sitting there with tweezers right now, making sure he's lining up. So everything is definitely sizing for him, you know, shape. And for me, when I put down, especially a square, sometimes they're not all the way straight. I know when you put them in, as you're filling up the area, they will straighten out.
I can't look at her paintings because the moment I do, I'm gonna start messing with it.
I've sealed a few, but I don't think I like it. When I frame, I put behind the glass. Sealing down the road makes me worry as it cracks with time. Yeah, I think it's going forward. It's gonna matter to me how, like Cindy B was saying, how I frame it. All I knew when I first started was stretch canvas, and so I bought all those stretch canvases that I've been trying to make sure I use. And now, what matters to me is the look, the feel, the appearance. Even putting it inside a poster. I seen someone online post their diamond painting they had put inside of a $5, $7 Walmart poster frame. And, obviously they added like the little mat board around it and kind of dressed it up and things. And then they put it inside a poster frame, hung it up, and it looked just as appealing, just as attractive. And so I think for me going forward, that is going to be something that I really look into. Sizing obviously, and if it's a gift and if it's something that I care and I matter and it matters to me, I'm probably going to put a little more effort into how it's framed. But if it's something that's just going into my portfolio to kind of show my artwork and things like that, maybe I'll add a little sealant to it. I definitely won't be using my acrylic spray anymore. If I do seal, I will stick with the Mod Podge that I used on my Walt Disney World.
Yeah, I noticed when it's like my home, I take a lot more time into it.
Yeah, I like that.
Because this gift, I'm not doing it the long I'm going. I'm actually going vertical instead of horizontal. I'm trying to do more in less time.
Try to do more in less time. Okay, I get that. Well, obviously we want them to come out right, but when they're yours, they're your passion. That's why I can't part with my city over there. I love that. I love it.
I think I do this differently when it's like the gifts as to like my own personal creation.
I didn't know that the camera wasn't on you anymore. I'm thinking you're talking to the people. And you are.
Well, I'm just talking.
I didn't realize it. Oh. That's my baby right there. Look at that painting. Look at that painting. Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. Anyway. Well, it's 10:30. It's been 2 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this live. It's great being back. We will be back next Wednesday. We'll probably try and pop up a video or two. We planned on doing a video last Sunday. Like I said, we got out here about 9:30. The problem was my mom was out here and Tiara was out here. We were kind of watching Hulu, laughing and giggling, and it just never dawned on us to turn the camera on. So obviously, like I said, we're getting a whole lot more diamond painting done than we have in the past, but it limits, how we're able to record and stuff. So definitely Wednesday nights are going to be our night, but if we can post up something Sunday, maybe even a short morning video when we're in here, that'll be fun also. And then don't forget, we're doing the Diamond Paint-a-thon at the end of the month. Justin and I are going to host again. I'm hoping that he joins. I think we have we don't have quite an early session like we did before. I think we start at 10 a.m. And I think before we started at like 8. So I don't think I think he'll be able to join because that won't be as early. 1:30 here. I should really try to sleep. Thanks for hosting and see you both soon. Thanks, Laura. Thanks for coming to join us. Thank you, Cindy, and everyone. We're going to go ahead and end that here. You guys all have a good evening, and hopefully we will see you next week in our next live, okay? Bye, y'all. I'm about to put on some good TV watching.